Puni fails to remove judge again, and this is Justice Honyanuga who is sitting on his case. We wait to see, but just a bit of what the judge says. So the application is malicious, mischievous, frivolous, and vexatious, and an abuse of the court process, and well calculated to further delay the expedited, efficient, and fair hearing of this case. The principle of justice delayed is justice denied applies in the instant case. That's the direct quotes from the delivery of the judge on this latest application to get him off the case. What we don't know yet is if they're going to take this up, because of course they can appeal this decision. And then robbers gunned down 2 cops. Oh, pictures of the 2 officers on the front page of the paper. Just a bit of the lighthouse action against Manasseh and Co. It says the church is up in arms against Manasseh Azuri for what the church considers unjustified and illegal attacks against it and its founder, Bishop Dag Heward-Mills, in the publication of 3 articles titled Darkness in a Lighthouse. So those who are being sued is Manasseh, Suleiman Abrahima, Edwin Appiah, and Media Foundation for West Africa, and the action is for defamation. On the back page of the paper, the local organizing committee for the 13th African Games, in collaboration with the Sports Ministry, have launched Pojemo, the forthcoming competition's mascot, logo, and website in Accra. And then there are some clubs, English clubs, pushing for the league to be suspended till 2022 due to COVID-19.
We must continue with the league. Anyway, let's get to the Chronicle for this morning. And beloved, we start with Proverbs chapter 23, verse 33. Your eyes will see strange sights, and your mind will imagine confusing things. Your eyes will see strange sights, and your mind will imagine confusing things. Now, the big one. Honyanuga writes over 2 hours ruling in open court and says, Opuni may be hallucinating. That his application to prohibit him is malicious, mischievous, and frivolous. So you've talked about it, so I won't get into it again. But this one, that can the VIP overturn a decision of the president? Bagbing asks MPs. And talking about Alban Sumana, Kingsford Bagbing.
Yeah.
Yesterday, he was there, he was in Parliament and commented on a number of issues that have happened while he was away. He spoke for over 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And one thing that many people took was that the decision, for instance, by the first deputy speaker to accept the motion, to have the rejection of the 2022 budget reversed. Now, the speaker says, he, the Speaker of Parliament, if the first deputy speaker takes a decision, he cannot overturn it. And so he doesn't expect the first deputy speaker to do so. And in the past we have been, the last few weeks, we've been asking ourselves the question, what does Article 102 and 104 mean? And that we should go to the Supreme Court for interpretation.
Yeah.
I think Bagbing makes a great point.
Absolutely.
He says that, look, if you came into the House, you came here as first deputy speaker and, member of Parliament for Bekwai, and in the course of, proceedings, I decided to go out and I signaled you to take over. In that case, you can count yourself as being part of members present. But if you knew that I was going to be away, automatically you become acting speaker. And once you become acting speaker, you cannot count yourself as part of members present.
That's an interesting perspective.
Yes.
The foreknowledge.
Yes. So you knew that I was not around. Yeah. And that the speaker makes the point that when in the course of proceedings and I have to leave, I can actually signal the second deputy speaker to take over while you are even around. But when I am leaving the country or cannot, or I'm unavailable, you as first deputy speaker will become acting speaker. That's what the standing orders say. So when you are acting speaker, you cannot count yourself as part of members present.
It was refreshing hearing him yesterday, and I think what's been missing is what he brought.
Yeah.
Direction, maturity, leadership. There's a headline that says Blackman's proposal to finance minister is without effect, but I think we're just trivializing what he did yesterday, even with the proposals. And for those of us who are just looking at Article 104, because that was what was mentioned in Parliament, he broadens it. He gives us a lot to read and reflect. And most importantly, he brings on board precedents. What has happened in the past, even in Parliament. I think he took his time, because he's been away for quite a bit, and he took his time to look into what has happened and came with the sort of direction that we should be happy that we have him, honestly.
No, and if there's one thing he did, now after saying all that he said, he says, I have made some proposals to the finance minister.
Yeah.
I've spoken to leadership, and these are my proposals.
And he made a lot of sense.
You can accept it, but this is what I think should be done.
Mm.
And then he says, let us continue with the approval of estimates. And for me, that is instructive. So after all that he said, and I spoke to Inu Safasini on upfront, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he said, look, what has happened, because it's gone through Parliament, yes, the Speaker would want to set the record straight. It may look, but it would be difficult for Parliament to say, we're going to reverse that also. Of course, you can bring another motion.
Because
But
that was one of the things that we were asking as
but
journalists.
at this point, I think the Speaker being mindful of what we have gone through as a country, and he says it. He says, I will not be the errand boy of the executive, but I also would not be seen as frustrating government business in Parliament.
Yeah.
That's a great man.
He's brought a lot of clarity on the quorum issue.
Exactly.
But there's an action at the Supreme Court for interpretation. We'll see if they would make decisions on that.
So that's it on the front page of the Chronicle. What do you have, Mama V?
Okay. Women spend 26,500 Ghana cedis to achieve slim, thick figure. I'm not
How
sure.
much?
26,500 Ghana cedis.
To achieve a bazi. Slim, thick.
thick figure. Not sure what that slim, thick figure is about.
Details are on page what?
It didn't say.
Oh.
33.96 million Ghana cedis, valuables destroyed by fire between January and October this year, according to the fire service. 20 million trees to be planted next year, according to government. And isolation centers for international travelers stretched. That's according to Dr. Patrick Kuma Abuaji. And of course, Blackman's proposal to finance minister is without effect. The paper is writing on that also in today's edition.
Well, finally, the Daily Statesman MPP set for delegates conference. All roads lead to Kumasi. Fatih Abubakar School's election management bodies on election communications, and government to acquire more buses for Metro Mass, and Green Ghana records 85% success rate, according to the deputy minister.
All right, then let's do the online review. It's brought to us by Zenith Bank, in your best interest, Goyle Good Energy, and Enterprise Life. No matter how much you make for a living, Enterprise Life has life solutions carefully crafted for you. Enterprise Life, your advantage.
So it's Christmas time again, and there's a lot to be thankful for. In appreciation, Goyle has released its Asida train. Yes, Goyle and Asida train moving from station to station across the nation. Catch it, buy any Goyle products and get rewarded with quality Goyle branded items, including t-shirts, face towels, dusters, tissue boxes, and many more assorted souvenirs. Look for you only need to be alert this Christmas at any Goyle station near you, because the Goyle Asida train could be making a stop. Spot it, buy your Goyle products and get rewarded. Christmas is early at Goyle this year. Get on board Goyle Asida promo and get rewarded. Afishapa, Goyle, good energy.
And Goyle wants me to inform all of you that they've actually reduced their fuel prices. So it's no longer 6.7. Now it is now 6.6, and that's around 95. The top one that you can get on the market. And Goyle sells it at 6.6 Ghana cedis per liter. Same with diesel SP. But it's not Christmas until Piccadilly biscuits are in the cupboard and the knockout is blasting. Or Bonnie M is blasting in the stereo. I mean, these days we've been playing lots of Bonnie M. But now Vodafone is giving you more than 200% extra data on fixed broadband. Start new family traditions with movie nights, or having an online party with a family far away, or watch your little niece celebrate her first Christmas. Add at least 100 Ghana cedis to your monthly bundle to get your bonus and make this a memorable Christmas for the whole family. Dial *900#. Visit fbb.vodafone.com or visit any Vodafone retail shop to activate your fixed broadband bonus and live out your family Christmas traditions wherever everyone may be. Terms and conditions apply. Vodafone.
Right then, so let's have a look at myjoyonline.com. Walkouts do not invalidate parliamentary proceedings. That's another explanation from Blackman yesterday. Go and read about that and other stories, including Asantehene rejecting sections of New Lands Act that demands accountability. Okay,
It's already law.
Yeah, go read about that and other stories. Right now, though, it's time for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, Sethi Brothers, and Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Hello.
Dear valued customer, the entire customer service